welcome to the Knit Pretty podcast. My name is Layton. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Zella318.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I can also be found on Ravelry and Instagram under Trandleigh. It's TRANDLEIGH.
And I don't think we have said that we're located in Central Missouri.
No, I don't think so. And so, if you've watched the past two episodes, we're in a new place.
Different room. My house now.
Yeah. Completely different city.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, getting right into it, I think it is, I made a thing.
Yes.
And, so, last time on the podcast, I was grudgingly had like this much done of my mom's socks. I wasn't liking the pattern. It was a pattern I had chosen out of the Stitch Dictionary, so it was completely my fault that I wasn't liking them. So I ripped it back, and I finished the sock. And it's a different pattern, and I got it done in about a week, and then I finished the next sock. And this is knitted wit in her Mount Rainier color on her Victory sock base. And so I have two socks, and this weekend my mom is giving me one because I'm seeing my mom.
Very nice.
And that's why this podcast will be going out a bit early because our schedules could not align for the usual weekend. But I get to give my mom socks because then the next week she goes to Mount Rainier.
You're early on time.
Yeah. Considering they were supposed to be a Mother's Day present. Yes. I'm early for next year. I'm early for her birthday.
And she is receiving them before she goes to Mount Rainier.
Yes, that was the plan. So I'm completely on time and on schedule, and I really should block these, but also I'm nervous about blocking them because they're really tight right now, and I know they're really loosey with there. I don't want them to be all loosey on her for when she's out around Seattle and stuff. I have a pair of socks. Just not for me.
I also have a pair of socks, but they're socks I finished knitting a while ago. I'm not sure exactly how long ago I made them.
Considering I've stolen this yarn from you a couple of times over the past few years, probably longer than you
so
think.
It's more of a yarn review. It's the Countess of Blaze Lady Persephone sock yarn. So it's fingering weight with nylon. It's wood-based Easter. I should have checked this out. Right?
Yeah.
It's the Zayna Seam colorway. When I saw the photo online, it was more white with speckles or white with color. When I received it, it was more neon pink with speckles of color. And I was asked, I pulled it out, the yarn out of my bag one day at the yarn shop, and I got to look up. That's not for you, is it? Because it's not your normal colors. It's pink. It is bright pink. But I made a pair of socks out of it using the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Just follow the pattern, and yes, I have not yet finished moving in all the ends. But I finished the sock, and I was so excited. I didn't want to wait, so I just made a couple inches of the cuff, bound it up, and put it on. I thought if I want to, I'll make it longer later, and I'll leave this tail to them during the yarn. Well, I haven't, but I've worn them many a time. I've worn them in the summer and in the winter.
And last Saturday.
But yes, and last Saturday. I've worn them in tennis shoes, pair of cowboy boots, work shoes to work out in the hot field one day. They've kept me cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and they've just been very comfortable even after the whole day in tight, thick shoes. And I have yet to see any sort of wearing of a hole through them. The soles look a bit felted or worn. I've been very pleased with them, and I want more. I need to knit. I need to make myself more out of this yarn.
But considering how much you've worn them and how in the differing versions of shoes, that's not that bad.
Yeah. I've been very pleased. So, Countess of Blaze, Lady Persephone, thumbs up.
So I have all of the whips. I feel like this today. Okay, to be fair, there's a story behind it. Some of it. And some of it I have no excuse except for I was given yarn and I was in the planning stages of everyone being given this yarn commenced, and I was like, okay, I've had this particular pattern on the back burner for at least a year and a half. I need to do it. So, but I'll show you some progress on my other stuff that I've been working on. Some of it's because of Worldwide Knit and Public Day, because our local guild had the event at the local library, and I originally volunteered to demo socks. I thought I was going to be demoing these socks, the ones that I finished a week ahead of time. So instead of that, I was desperately trying to get a sock to a heel and a sock to like a good cube place where I had a couple more inches where I could show like this is how you work on double pointed, this is how you work on circulars or double points or in the round sock knitting. I ended up apparently needing to do that and not needing to do that all at once. It was very much a Schrodinger's cat thing. Well, to the outside world, it would probably look like it ran beautifully and very smoothly. To the people in the guild, it ran not as well. that's how I'm gonna phrase it. It just didn't run as well as originally intended. Lots of samples. I thought it went really well.
There were a lot of finished items of a variety. I think I saw a couple of maybe some child size, but sweaters, a lot of shawls, a number of socks. A large variety of shawls.
And so, in that vein of getting things to the point of being able to do stuff, I pulled out my Riviere socks by Mina Phillips. I will figure out what exactly it's called. It's French. And this is in her Wanderlust Sock Club. And the yarn is Dragon Forward yarn on her Dragon Scales base. It's 75-25 merino nylon in the Skelegro colorway. My needle, simply serving progress keeper of the green tea for St. Patrick's Day because these were my March socks. One is finished. One has been finished since mid-March, appropriately. And then I kind of hit a wall with my knitting, so with my sock knitting. So this one I got it to the heel, so I could demo the heel. It's just a garter stitch, which really nice and comfy to wear. I didn't put those in my mom's socks just because I know she's going to be wearing the difference out of them, and this is more of a comfy cozy around the house stuff feel. And it is living in my living log because it was themed green for March. In my birthday. But yeah.
March is the month of green.
It is. And I don't mind it. I really don't. But I never understood the whole in like lying out like a lamb until I moved to like Ohio. Because I grew up in Oklahoma. It's already spring by the time we hit. By the time we hit March, it's getting warm. It's really. I had no idea that you can have snowstorms in the middle of March. That was not a thing for a time. So Can we keep going until?
I've got something I'm working on. It's something I'm working on. I'm in the middle of a row, but it is the Fox Paws by Zandy Peters. I started a couple of smaller swatches to see how to figure out the pattern and how it works. And then I picked out 6 colors of Madeline Tosh Merino Light and went to town. I keep it in just a plastic Rubbermaid tub because they fit in here nicely, and I can put a lid on it to keep the cats from exploring it.
I might have that for a photo.
With the pattern, it took a bit to get used to how it was constructed and the stacked increases and decreases. It just kind of bent my mind a bit because it was so new from from everything I'd worked on previously. But once I got the hang of it, I found it to be very enjoyable. But I don't like to stop in the middle of the row, even though I have. It's a nice pattern, I think, for you can see progress, and it's entertaining. I like it.
But she won't run off with it.
Yeah.
One of the cute fellow furry co-hosts.
I have 2 cats, and one of them is just more of, she sees knitting, if I'm working on it, as something comfortable to lay on. The other cat sees the ball of yarn and the string as, I'm going to take this and hide with it.
Because I was sort of a smart person and put them all on the couch, but I didn't realize putting it in whatever. So again, on the theme of I was prepping for Worldwide Knit and Public Day, I started another pair of socks. And yeah. Problem is I don't remember the name of this one yet. But it's again Nina Phillips' Wanderlust Sock Club. It's the most recent version, and this is a sparkle base. I don't know if that's going to come across at all.
I see it from where the light's hitting it. It does glitter.
Oh yeah, glitters a lot. So this is Karma Chameleon. The colorway is called Karma Chameleon by Canon Hand Dyed Yarn, and it was a club color for like the 80s club colors for Stephen B. And it's a very, very subtle texture pattern, but if you actually know what you're looking at, it's fairly easy to complete, which is what I love about a pattern sock, instead of like just always going off measurements and measurements and exactly the same. So, and this and it is living in my Lila Styles Hermione bag. I was using this primarily during 1 week because this is what my mom's socks were in. And I was out of town. But it came back without the Izzy hair. Izzy Buzz.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rather amazing. But it was the only project I had. Yeah, like I took the socks specifically because they were the only thing I did work on. So I had started that one as here's what a tube of sock knitting looks like.
I went to Knit in Public and I knitted on a pair of socks, but I just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
For knitting.
Well, and then went out and knit in public, and it was nice. But there was a certain amount I had to prepare for things, so.
I have, well, I guess
Sorry!
it's part of,
It was crazy.
I've had a lot of house stuff since the last podcast, so I haven't had much time for yarn stuff. your water well makes making a funny noise. Fill a lot of milk into milk jugs with water to have on standby, so you can shut off the well. And you're good to go for just a bit. To rotate your water needs through your friends, but one house one night said, "Yeah, use your shower," and another house another night. Thankfully, the water system started to sound funny, and then 2 days later, I was at my parents' house for about 5 days, and then I came back, and the next day, the repairman came out and got me fixed up. So I was out of town for most of the time period. My house didn't have water, and the water gets turned back on, and then I go to mow the lawn, and I end up shattering a rock through my window. Not fun. So all this together ended up, and then the out of town travel resulted in not much yarn or knitting time. So that's why it's mostly her show today. But I have finished a sock, but it's a gift, so that's why I still have screen hanging on it. But it is, I don't know if I showed this before or not. Yeah, I think I have, but I finished it. And it's Mrs. Crosby Blaze, I think it is. It's the train case yarn in toucan colorway. Just fish lips, kiss heel, and then a 2x2 ribbing on the top. The body of the sock is knit on size 0s. The top is on size 1. And I got the other one for us. So, working on it. That's all the knitting I've done for a few weeks is just one of these socks.
And so, a pair of socks did get a lot of my attention. I will say that it got a lot of my attention. And so the next project is not as far as I think either of us thought it was going to be. And it's the Change It shawl. And I have put in a few more colors on it. So, as always, I'm in the middle of the row. It's not me showing. Oh, no, I haven't much done on the next row, so I'm not repeating it back. So obviously, here's that part, and then I am on color number 5. I think I was on color number 3 the last time I showed this to you. So not that much work on it, but it is getting a lot bigger, and so it's more of a, I have to have a table to take the weight off of it.
Yeah, because it's very large.
Mm-hmm.
How many colors is it? Because you said you're on color 5? Okay. So I've seen you get and really fun full spectrum of colors.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me,
See, not technical difficulties, human difficulties.
Yeah, it's 10 colors, and I'm on number 5. So after this one, I'm halfway through this section. But that means I'm still on section B. This B2. It'll get in on. I don't know. I have a lot of traveling coming up, so I'm not sure, but I think this one might be the in-state travel. That's the progress on it. It is still living in my Maddie bag by the Baby Yarn Company because that's it. Yeah, it's either that or one of my. I make larger project bags myself, but I don't really want to switch it over. Fits so well, and it's a lot more compact than mine.
Yeah. Yours more have like a structure to it.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up and around.
And this does because it's canvas, but it doesn't stand up like mine.
Yeah.
So I have 3 more buttons. Well, one's sort of in stash and has like the next stuff with like things that I bought and I'm working on, and acquired stuff. The next 2 are they have so but The next one is something I actually talked about last time. And it's my second file shawl. So this is my first shawl design, and this one I fell in love with the colors. I absolutely just dropped dead, died over everything on it. And then in the needles I'm using with it, everything. I think after knitting it and then working on the pattern to make sure it was perfect for publication and still finding flaws in it, I was just getting tired of it. Like I think I wrote, and also I had started 3 all at once again, like to start to do the next 3 all within like 3 months of each other. Like I don't know what I was thinking. But it's this gorgeousness. So the main color, the stormy color, is called Twilight. It is on the Zen Yarn Garden Serenity 20 days, so it's luscious.
Nice.
And then it's the same ingredients, the Swan Island ingredients, and this I think is I forgot the tag. In the Antilles colorway. So, and they are being knit with my Diacraft size 6s, which I swear up and down actually feel more like 5s, and that's what is. So everything was perfect for the shawl. I just lost interest, and so when I needed a really easy, kind of simple shawl to knit for knit and color thing, I grabbed this because changes when you're trying to demo shawl shapes and things like that, it's not. There's too much proprietary knowledge in how it was designed and crafted and where you pick up everything that it really wasn't a demo.
It was a lot. To me, it's a lot more complicated.
It
There's
is.
just a lot more pieces to it versus
It is.
the file that you're a lot more intimately familiar with.
Yeah, and so it was just easier for this to come out of hiding and be worked on. And once I remembered the lace pattern, I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. Like this whole thing was really easy.
Yeah, you had your pattern in front of you, but I don't think you looked at it. You just kind of moved it aside.
Well, I think I looked at it once, like for like the first couple of stitches, and then it's like, I know this. So, all right. No, that's gonna go second because you haven't seen it yet.
I can close my eyes.
Well, then there's the story behind it. So the next is a hat, and it's a 2x2 hat. Don't remember who designed it, but it's a free pattern on Mouthfree. And it's being knit up on Tosh Vintage in the Dirty Harry colorway. And I got some kind of sad news about a family member having to go through cancer treatment again. It was in remission, but this time they had to go in for do surgery and do brain surgery. So he has lost all of his hair. He gets the hat. And I was so worried when this came because when it came, and I can show you the ball, it has so much blue, it has so much purple. Like it reads purple to me. It doesn't read navy. And I thought there was going to be more of like this burgundy color in there. Instead, it is hunter orange and this gorgeous purpley color, and it looks like Halloween. Kind of like, and so he will wear it probably. I hope he wears it. If not, it's what I realized very much that I was knitting this for me to like be a comfort to me. So whether he wears it or not is not the point. It's that I felt like I actually could do something because my parents went out to see him and I wasn't able to. And so over my little progress keepers. I make these with shrinky dinks and things like that.
I found my shrinky dink material the other day. When I moved, it got stuck in the box and I lost track of it.
Yeah, I really love making these because I basically it's either either my own photographs or things I found online that I put on Pinterest and put them down. And I don't sell them because they do have copyrights by other people and things like that. But it's I just so and this one is I'm not a princess. I don't need saving. I'm a queen. I've got this. Yes, I thought this shit was so it's my Slytherin one. And this is in my Korean Pantan bag that I made from and this is just because it was there. It was sitting on my couch. So for the next one, we haven't seen one of you guys yet.
Yeah.
And she's sort of been told about it. So a good friend of ours went to the Amana colonies. And she brought back
Ireland.
no, Iowa.
Oh, okay.
The Amana colonies are in Iowa. No, the other yarn that we dyed was from Ireland.
I knew Ireland was in
Yeah, that's later.
Okay.
So
I missed a big chunk. I missed a day of fun.
you really didn't. And that's not to guilt trip you or anything. It's just saying. So she brought back 3 combs that easily had a pound of wool on them each. In this navy color, I hope it comes across as navy because to me it came off as gray until I got into the light.
I've seen blue navy.
Yeah, okay, good. Because to me, like, she kept saying blue, and I was like, in the lighting in her house, I was like, and green and a brown. And she has wound off between 90 and 100 grams skeins off of them, and still has yarn. And so it's lace weight. And so this is going with all of these together. We're going into a lace shawl. A brioche lace shawl called Fiona Thing. And the little bit I have started, I'll show you. So I started very little of it, and then I was like, certain things like got rearranged because of the stupid world day. But this is, I'm loving it. I printed off the pattern, so it was in black and white, so it really doesn't show it well. But it's a 3-color lace brioche in lace weight, and so it
Sounds like fun.
It is living in one of my Harry Potter bags that I made. The inside is the Slytherin of mine. And then I have a couple of things that have Ambitious and Cunning, which again is a Slytherin one. It's Green Smith's enamel pen. And that is all. And that are those. Blah, 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 blah. This is why we usually do it in the morning after I've been caffeinated.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that option right now.
We're drinking water.
We're drinking water, so we don't stay up all night. So what is that for my lips? I think we're on to George and Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. George and Friends. Mm-hmm. Because they haven't heard from me for a while.
I was like, oh, I can go.
See, this is why I tried taking this our friend, but I'm like, I really need to like take that all yarn and give it to you during the podcast. Like, but she was like, no, she has to come up and visit to be able to get the yarn.
And I need to visit. I was intending to come up. I was planning on. I was looking forward to it. But it was after having the water and then having to get the car window repaired. And so I had a couple errands I had to get done that morning. And we got to the exit to drive to her house. I thought, no, as tired as I am, I need to go home and sleep. So I went home and took a 4-hour nap.
And to be fair, I spent almost 12 hours at her house.
I saw that you were there for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, so like I got there at 9 o'clock ish, and I didn't leave until like 9 o'clock 10 ish. It's a full day.
I think I slept. I went to the grocery store.
Well, and during the middle of this, she texts me a picture of her car, and all I see is shattered glass, and I go, "Oh my god, who broke into your car?"
That was kind of that was Thursday morning. I got up to go to my car to go to work, and I see this greenish kind of shiny. Honestly, it looked like green teal jello in the passenger seat. And I look up, and the whole this window is just shattered. And I stared at it for a couple of seconds, and then I realized I'm supposed to call law enforcement now. So I called the sheriff, came out, looked around, looked at VR, looked at me and said, "Have you mowed recently?" I said, "Yes, yesterday evening." She said, "I think you hit a rock." It's very common for glass to get broken by lawn mowing and hit a rock. Well, that makes perfect sense. And so the officer finished and continued on, and I proceeded to call glass companies. And so it took a bit to get fixed and just running around. It was just a long couple of weeks. And so Saturday, I had full intent to go and spend the day with just great folks. And I thought, no, it's smart for me to just go sit. So we did.
Yeah. But thanks so much. I understand this too.
What does that mean? That's the time I played last time.
No, this is. I think I had. Yeah. Because this is what is going on. So the first one, my first acquisition, I think I had purchased it right before or right around the last episode, and it is this gorgeous, gorgeous, it's minty green and speckles and everything. Like I don't think it's coming across as minty green as it is. And this is her Lore soft base. This is 85, 15% merino nylon, and it is in the shrunken head colorway. I have been drooling over this yarn for probably a month before I grabbed it, and I knew I had to have two skeins. And I think it is going to become Waiting for the Rain, which is that gorgeous garter with the lace insets that are in short rows.
Soft sweater, I think, is the designer of it. Yeah, that's also on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Or we could just do a knitted number 2.
Yeah, I think it'll be a knitted one because
Okay.
I've been dying to cast it on, and I think that this is just so soft that the lace and the speckles will work together without it yelling at each other. Because I think I was stupid when I first looked at it, and I wanted to do my Do You Knit Harley Loves Joker in it. And for a while, I was buying rainbow speckles. Like I had like 5 different skeins, 5 different sets of cute skeins, or something like that. Like it was a ridiculous number. Or I should find all of them next time. Of rainbow speckled yarn from different dyers. It wasn't like this was I really like this one color. It was I really like this one color for all the times that I've seen it. In whatever version it is. I'm sorry, what are you?
Your cat just passed.
Even my dog is busy, so I don't know what to do. Mind you.
One of my cats is at our feet. She comes around, looks at us, meows, and maybe lays down her phone and goes off. The other one is heavy.
Well, because last night I was up late watching a movie, and I was like, I just found him, and I was like, oh wait, I know exactly what he is. He is currently being a closet gremlin. Curls up into the closet with all my scent and stuff, because he knows that I'm out of town a lot right now. Not so.
My turn, I guess.
Okay, let's do it. Yes.
Alright. I like when I knit socks. I prefer, or just anything of a small tube with a small enough circumference. I prefer double points, and all the double points I've been using have been 6 inches long. And then, so some time ago, Diacraft came out with 5 inches long, heavy metal double points in stainless steel. Those look interesting, but 5 inches I don't know about. It goes over Memorial Day weekend. They had a sale. The double points, 5 inches long. Half price. Well, I'll try it. And so I got a pair of size 1s. Millimeters. I got a pair to try. Switched them over to the socks I was working on. And it took a bit to get the hang of the slightly shorter needling. But once I got the hang of it, I like it. I still find myself sometimes expecting a slightly longer needle. But I like the needle, the material, and the surface. It has smoothed the surface of the needle after a few rows of it. Working with it. And I like the 5 inches because I feel like I can tuck the sock and the needles in my bag a little easier than 6 inches. And so I feel like it's making it a bit more portable with a sock or just overall project. I like it, and I wouldn't mind getting more. I like it.
So I think most of the yarny internet knows about the great yarn heist that Abundant Earth Fiber experienced, where they were going to a show and their whole entire inventory got stolen. And so in the aftermath of that, they were asking people to make purchases before they set up their donation. So I decided to buy this. And yes, it is black. It's also kind of heavy.
When you first pulled it, I wasn't quite sure if it would have a slight bit of tweed to it or if it was just colored.
And it's not as you heard. And it is 50% alpaca, 40% and 10% angora.
It looks like it has a bit. Oh, yeah.
I'm evil. It's a limited edition.
I was
Sold
gonna
out.
say-
So, but I loved it. And I've also had in my possession 2 skeins of this Loops yarn in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're alpaca. This is and this is 100% alpaca from a farm in Muskogee, Oklahoma. So these are all like special, sentimental type of yarns. So I have asked. So I'm asking around and looking for about 10 yards of pure white alpaca. It can be processed with merino. It can be processed with anything, so that I can make the cardigan and coffee hat. So that this is like that dark color. This is the pale color, and then the contrast color will just be white. And I think in white will definitely show up in that.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's truly a camel type of color.
Izzy here will blend in with the white.
Well,
Or the white ball of yarn.
The Izzy hair will just blend in the whole entire thing because it'll look just all creepy and stuff. So
Yeah.
That's it. That's also a planning. But I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted the white so that I could make it because I fell in love with the cardigan coffee hat. The instant I saw it, I was looking at the unicorn tails and I wasn't finding what I love. I love that original version so much that I just was like, okay, I'm going to do a take on it that's going to be completely different because of the darker color being the main color. And then having the white as the top. So that's the plans for that. And yep, this is the last one.
Oh, I've seen a photo of this one.
Yes. It's
Now this is where the Ireland comes in.
yes. So our friend went to Ireland, and she was expecting to find mills and stuff where she could buy a lot of yarn because she's a knitter, and it's like one of those things you go on trips and you find vacation yarn. She couldn't find any, so she finally got to Donegal Mill and find this tag. But I know the weight and everything on it, so I know the weight and the amount, so it's not like I really need it. Because if this was originally a white skein of yarn,
I was,
we
I was gonna say I was able to go to her house the first gathering after she returned from Ireland. She held up this bag of white yarn. I said, "Goddess yarn."
to do a dye party. This is what Tandy was way too tired to come and see, and he missed her dearly. However, this is also being held hostage. Skein of yarn. So I dyed mine, and I thought it was going the way I had dyed it and everything. I thought it was going to be a speckled yarn. Instead, it turned out to be this perfect Slytherin color. There's 169 yards in this, and it is an Aran weight, and I am going to design a hat out of this yarn. However, we were having fun, and there were extra skeins of yarn because in total it's 10 people and 12 skeins of yarn. If you've been there,
Yeah.
so and only 8 people were there that day. There was someone else. And so I was tasked with dyeing Candy's skein of yarn. And I think she'll really like it after she goes up and gets it out of being held hostage. She's seen pictures of it.
It was really neat.
It's pretty
Everyone, all the yarns. I saw a photo of all the yarns laying out, and they all look really good.
Mm-hmm. And for the person that gravitates towards the multicolored rainbow speckles, this is what I dyed with acid dyes. It was seriously the most toned down of all of them. But I love it. And it'll make a very pretty hat. Mm-hmm. And you have to go find it.
I do.
Because I was actually very proud of the dye top I did my first day.
They all looked very impressive.
So hers is much more saturated. It was a different dye technique that I was using.
Okay. It sounds like you had a chance to
Mhm.
really dabble in different.
So this is with acid dyes. Hers is also with acid dyes. There was a lot of food coloring going on. Food coloring, versus dyeing. And not bad, but it was not what I would.
It's not the technique you were wanting to.
No. And I've always been very fascinated with acid dye and stuff. So
It's really pretty.
I still don't know what's going on to happen with it, but I hope to have figured that out by the time I get to Florida.
Going to summery Florida, warm Florida, and
I have to be on a plane for a few hours. I need a hat.
I was gonna say you might be wearing a hat if you're on.
But I know. But that's what I need to figure out. I need to figure out what projects I'm taking on that trip. For not this week, because that's not what I'm working on this week.
I've got one thing, 2 parts. I got myself a Zoom loom. There's the Zoom loom came with instructions on how to do the initial threading of it, and then how to just do basic weight woven square. And then I ran across and found 100 Hinman squares. I was at what would be the yarn store to my parents' house. Looking around at the local yard store there and one city market in Rogersville, Missouri. And I was looking around and I happened to see a display with a couple of the Finland Square books. And I just reached over, grabbed it, set it on the counter, and said, "Okay, I'm ready to check out." And so I flipped through it, and there's a variety of patterns, two colors, three colors. You get different diamonds in it, patterns. And then there's a couple of pages of projects to use with it. Some slippers. Book for the dog. But I thought it was a nice book that had a variety of step-by-step instructions on how to make the different patterns using the loom. And so I grabbed it. The one reason I was at that shop is it's the same store where I did the Papillon knit along through. They're planning the next knit along, so I stopped in to see if I could see the pattern or see what the yarn requirements were, to see if I could stash or if I needed to buy something. Saw the pattern. I walked in, she showed me the pattern, and I said, "That's in my shopping cart. I just haven't clicked buy yet." So that worked out well for me that I've already planned on working